Hey guys, what's up? Ryze TriKz here from Ryze Entertainment, and in this video I'm just going to be playing one shot. I do a pretty good job in the gameplay. I think I ended up getting like 36 and 9 or something like that. So it's a pretty good KD game. I think I also played objective a little bit, but I think I went a little bit more for KD this game. But in the end, we still won by a pretty long shot, so I figured I really didn't need to play OBJ a lot. My teammates were doing a pretty good job at it, and I was just supporting them with, getting a lot of kills and throwing up system hacks and UAVs. But anyways, guys, this commentary is actually just going to be talking about an issue that a lot of people have on, just consoles in general. Anybody who plays video games has probably come in contact with this issue before. It's more of a debate. I mean, I guess it's an issue, but it's just a really ongoing debate that's been going on for a really long time, and I've talked about it before in, past videos, and I've given my thoughts and opinions several times, but I feel like now that competitive Call of Duty is switching over to PlayStation 4, I need to talk about it again, because everybody's doing the same stuff again, and you probably aren't piecing out what I'm talking about, but basically what I'm really talking about is the whole debate whether or not PlayStation is better than Xbox or vice versa, or which console is the best, because everybody always seems to get in a fight all the time, every single year, about which console is better. And it blows my mind every single time that everybody gets in a fight, because it makes no sense. I mean, I have personal friends that always talk about, PlayStation 4 having better graphics, and they use all these different things, and it's maybe a little bit more powerful and stuff like that, but it makes no sense, because if you're playing the console for just those reasons, you shouldn't even be on a console, really. You should be on a PC, because PC outperforms every single console if you're talking about power and graphics and all that stuff. And that's really the whole point of it, is that it's about personal preference. There is no system that's really better than the other one. Maybe better in specific regions, like power, graphics, etc. But it's all personal preference of what you prefer. I know that the Xbox has a lot of things to offer that the PlayStation does not, and vice versa. Same thing with PC. So really, it's all a matter of personal preference. For me, I've played Xbox for a long time. I've enjoyed, I've gotten used to the controllers and everything like that, and I like the controllers better. I mean, I haven't tried the PlayStation 4, so I can't actually vouch for it. But, if I had the money, I'd get all of them. But I don't have the money to get any of them right now. I know that at the beginning, I've always liked the Xbox controller better than the PlayStation. I absolutely despise the PlayStation controllers. But I know that the PlayStation 4's was a lot better this year, or whenever it came out. It wasn't this year, but you know what I mean. It's been improved a lot, and I haven't used that. But that's a factor. Is that in the past, people have gotten used to Xbox because possibly they just like the controller better, and now they're an Xbox fan, so they want to stick with what they already know, which is Xbox. Even if the PlayStation controller has now gotten better, they've gotten used to Xbox, so they want to stick with Xbox. And I know that a lot of people that play PC do not prefer using controllers, that are like PlayStation or Xbox, and vice versa. So it's really all a matter of personal preference. I think there's a lot of things that the Xbox, in like kind of a media center type of deal, like it offers more in that region, just entertainment with, things outside of gaming. I think it offers more of that than the PlayStation does, and that's something that I like about it. I also very enjoy, the Kinect. I mean, there are several features that the Xbox has, just like the PlayStation has, that you may prefer over the other one. I know I also like the exclusive games on Xbox more than I like PlayStation, so it would, it doesn't make sense for me to get a PlayStation if I prefer things on the Xbox over the PlayStation, and vice versa. I mean, it doesn't make sense, and I don't understand why everybody has to fight over it. It's something that is really dumb to me, because it shouldn't matter what somebody else is playing. You all are playing the same game usually. I mean, I've gotten on Call of Duty forums, and they're all talking about how Xbox players are bad or PlayStation players are bad. It doesn't matter. We're playing the same game. What does it matter if somebody's on a different console? It really doesn't. And, another thing that really factors in that a lot of people really don't know, and I've heard a lot of people talk about competitive Call of Duty, and I can tell they don't know what they're talking about just from the, just from this standpoint, is that for the past, I don't know how many years, since Black Ops 1, competitive Call of Duty has pretty much been on the Xbox. What this means is that all the big tournaments, the people, UMG Dallas, all that stuff, MLG, Esports, all that stuff, hosts their tournaments on the Xbox. And this is usually due to contracts. Microsoft pays them to only release it on their console. So then, basically, Microsoft is getting a lot more business because competitive players for Call of Duty are going to be on the Xbox. And their contract canceled, so now it's moving over to PlayStation. Now, it's been in PlayStation in the past. Like I said, they tried it in Black Ops 1, and it didn't last for very long. And right after Black Ops 1, it went back to the Xbox. And I'm pretty sure before Black Ops 1, it was always on the Xbox. So, I mean, that's another thing. That's why I stuck with the Xbox for such a long time as well. I mean, I know a lot of my friends have been talking to me that are really big PlayStation fans, and it makes no sense to me still, and I try to explain it to them. But they're, I don't want to say that people are stuck up their head, but they kind of are, because they're just so, PlayStation or Xbox, and it doesn't make any sense. And their argumentative statements make no sense. But it's like, I stuck with the Xbox because of that, because I wanted to do competitive Call of Duty, so I followed it basically where it was, and the whole time it was on the Xbox that I was trying to get into it. Now that it's on the PlayStation, though, I am going to have to end up getting a PlayStation at some point or another. I'm still going to keep my Xbox, though, for YouTube purposes as well. But I don't understand why everybody keeps arguing. There really isn't a better console. It's just your personal preference. And I know that some people in the past would always argue that PlayStation players weren't as good in general because all the competitive players were on Xbox because that's where the competitive scene is. Now, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I do see the point behind it. It's that if the competitive scene, the big competitive scene is on Xbox, that's where everything is going on, then obviously there's going to be more competitive players and, a harder general amount of players. You know what I mean? There's going to be players that are better on the Xbox than there are more than likely going to be on the PlayStation. But now that it's on the PlayStation, it's probably going to be the opposite. Now there's probably going to be better players on the PlayStation than there are in the Xbox because all the competitive players move to the to the PlayStation. So it kind of makes sense, but in a general, sense, it's kind of a stereotype the same way. It's not every single body is going to be better on the Xbox than the PlayStation, obviously. And there's going to be people on the PlayStation or on the Xbox always that are going to be extremely good. But, that's what I'm getting at. It doesn't make sense to me for anybody to argue over these things. And, in this case, it's like if we're just trying to talk about sheer power and all that stuff, it really doesn't make sense to be arguing about PC. To be arguing about consoles when PC is so much more further advanced than consoles are and will ever be. And, that's okay. Like I said, everybody, it's personal preference. Most people don't play PC because they like the Xbox controller or the PlayStation controller, etc., and they don't like using a mouse and a keyboard. And I remember I was talking to this guy before, and I was at a Xbox tournament, and he was talking about how he plays PC. And he was watching all these people play, and he was like, see, I don't get how they do that. I would be overcorrecting, I couldn't aim it right, my shots would, just be so off, blah, 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 blah. And I was saying the same thing with him if it was on PC. I was like, see, for me, this is easy. Using analog sticks, controller, etc., I can be really accurate, but if I went over to PC, I'd be the one that's overcorrecting and missing shots and etc. So it's all a matter of personal preference, and I think all the consoles, everything has something to offer. I think they're all unique in their own way. I think there's a lot of good things for all these consoles. I wouldn't go off and bash any specific one. If I had the money, like I said, I would play PlayStation, I'd play Xbox, I'd play PC, I'd play every console out there. But it costs a lot of money. And in the future, I do plan and hope to bring you all a lot more gameplays and content and to expand our clan onto different consoles. Because I also just want to break this barrier. I feel like most clans are on one console, and I just want to kind of break that barrier of everybody having to pick and choose one console because I think it's silly and stupid. You know, I just wish people wouldn't fight about that because it's really dumb to me. And, you know, I hope I don't offend anybody in this, in this video. That's not the purpose of the video. The video is to just show people that it really doesn't matter if they play on Xbox, PlayStation, PC, anything. It doesn't matter. You know, it's up to your personal preference. It's up to what the individual likes. So don't get, you know, just try not to get in fights with everybody because I think it's just something that's really stupid. But tell me what you guys think. Comment down in the video below and, you know, just give your opinion. Tell me if you liked the video. Hopefully, like I said, I didn't offend any of you all. That's not what I was trying to do. So I apologize if I did. But anyways, guys, this video is coming to an end. So thanks for watching.